Carl will start as always with questions from supporters. The first one's from Richard Collis. It says, can we use credit cards to buy our season tickets on the day of the London Scholars game?
I think so, yes. Certainly in the ticket office you can use a credit card. Jackie may have a floating machine up there on the day, but the answer is yes. We will confirm 100% regarding up in the box with Jackie on next week's Dugout. I'll look into that, but you can do from the ticket office.
Second question is from Adam Kukon. It says, do you know if match highlights will be made available? I know Rob Terrace usually does it if he has the time to do it. Is this something that the Don staff could do?
Not at the minute, I don't think. It's something Rob does do for us and we appreciate it, and he does a tremendous job. Maybe we need to speak to Rob in the close season to see if it's something he can commit to for us for the majority of the games for next year. I enjoy watching them myself, so I'll speak to Rob, but if not, we may have to look at another plan.
Final question this week is from Mike Lindley. Question is John Scallow in talks with other Championship clubs' chairmen with regards to possible changes to the structure and fixture format of Championship 1 or League 1? If so, is it possible that changes could be made in time for the 2017 season, or have plans already been cemented with Toronto coming into the league from next year?
No, John's not in talks with other chairmen as far as I'm aware. John's recently just retired, so he's enjoying himself, and he's not really gets that much involved with the day-to-day running of the business, but now he's retired, that may change. But what happens is we have a League 1 and Championship Forum about 3 times a year. The next one's due for October, and I'm pretty sure that would be on the agenda along with a few other things that I'd like on there, with the dual reg and the registration deadlines and so forth. So we'll be putting that to the Rugby League, and everything gets discussed and debated at their meetings. They do last quite a long time. It used to be a 2-day meeting. We've narrowed it down now, but it's something it needs to be looked at. He's right. The format, does it need to change? Everyone's got opinions. Mine is maybe we should play home and away, and make it a little bit more fair. But we did vote for this at the back end of last year, and that's what got voted in. And I'm pretty sure, like on most of the meetings, we'll all speak about how we think it's worked and how it's not worked, and see if we can come up with a solution.
Obviously, now going back to the Dons, Gary has said this week that he's pleased with the timing of the Challenge Cup break, and gives his side a bit of a rest at probably a crucial time, and might be able to get some numbers back this Sunday for when we travel to Rochdale.
Oh, we hope so. Obviously, we're playing the team that their dual reg club was at Wembley as well, so they'll be feeling it as much as us. The boys are freshened up, and it's a tough place to go as Rochdale. And like I say, they are where they are in the league for a reason. They're not a bad side, and I've spoke with their coach this week about a few other things, and what we've just talked about was on the agenda about players not being available, and you can't register anyone and all this sort of stuff. So we're in similar situations as clubs. It should be a belting game. We're hoping to have Zach back and maybe Mason back, and one or two others. So we looks like we may have lost Fekka. He's playing for Hull, which I know that he'll go and rip in over there, especially after what's happened. They've still got plenty to play for, but that we knew this could happen. But we're lucky. Maybe Macca and Zach will be back fit after the break.
Obviously, it's the first of three games in a week, and realistically, looking at the league table, to guarantee a playoff spot now, you need to win one of those 3 games. I guess you'd like to get that done as soon as possible.
Oh, it'll test us. This week will certainly test us as a squad. We're down to the bare bones as it is, so to have 3 games in a week and again reverting back to can't bring anyone in, and even if we could have gone and got a couple of the local community players if we needed, we would have. But with this registration deadline, it's got to be looked at, because we all go on about player welfare and all that sort of stuff, and to play 3 games with 17 players in a week is very, very tough.
And obviously, it's a situation which has arose through no fault of Doncasters as well.
Yeah, and to be fair, it looks like nothing's changed at York, so good luck to them. Happy they're still here. That's make no bones about that. But it's sort of, we feel like we've been a little bit punished for something that was out of our control, because to play 3 playoff games in a week with the squads that are down on numbers, and it's hard for York as well. It's it's tough.
Just finally, obviously going back to Saturday, fantastic win for Hull FC at Wembley, and great for our dual registration partners to go on and win the Challenge Cup.
Oh, listen, and it inspires us. You sit there and you watch that sort of thing, and you just start dreaming of what it would feel like to achieve something like that. It's the first time Hull FC's done it in their history to win at Wembley. Over the moon for them, over the moon for Radders. He's took some flack the last couple of years. He's stayed strong and he's fronted up to everyone, and he's a tremendous fella. And I was elated for him, and probably spoke to him or texted him straight after, and he texted straight back, and he deserves everything he gets, because he works really, really hard, and them players all play for him. When it wasn't going right and banners were up and all that, he believed in what he was trying to achieve at Hull, and he's starting to reap all those rewards. People got to remember, success doesn't happen overnight, and when you try to change a lot of things and a lot of players and a lot of structures, and you try to change a whole culture, it doesn't happen overnight. It's probably took him 1.5 to 2 years to get anything like what he wanted his team like, and what he firmly believed in. He went with what he believed in. His chairman backed him all the way, and believed in what he told him and what he was trying to create there. And to go and do what they did at Wembley was after being down 10-0 as well, and coming back. You only come back in games like that if you're all rowing the same way and you're all on the same boat and you're together, and they certainly are that. The homecoming that they had was unbelievable. So they get everything. I believe you get everything you deserve, and I know Radders and all the team there, and Adam and everyone at Hull, Motu Tony, who's created this culture and this togetherness and brotherhood at Hull. They got what they deserved. I've seen it with them being our dual reg. I've seen the vision. I've sat numerous hours with Rads and spoke to him, and when he's a bit down, try to pick him up and tell him to still believe, and he always believed. He's a fighter, and I've seen the club, what they've done. I've seen how it's worked, and we're trying to eliminate that and copy them and try and get everything right here. We're slowly getting it to what we want to be here. Certainly changing the culture of what it used to be, and it'll take time, but like I say, it just inspires you to get up early and get into work and fire in and try and go again and achieve to what they achieved. So brilliant, congratulations to everybody in Hull, the fans, the club, and to the chairman. Great, fantastic. On another side of it, we spoke about Derek Blackham last week. He sadly passed away on the 31st. So, we wish our thoughts all with Donna, his wife, and just rest in peace to Derek. And we'll be looking to do a minute silence at the London game in honour of him.